Hello, hello. It's 4 o'clock Wednesday. Just gonna wait here a little bit and see if anyone is popping on today. Anyhow, I'm glad to be here and look forward to sharing with you guys this week. And it's a little bit more real estate related. So I'll just wait a little bit, a couple minutes. See if anyone pops on. Well, the first thing I want to talk about today is, oh, hi, Vicki. Thanks for popping on. I do want to say a very special happy birthday to my dad. And my mom and dad have always been such great supporters of me and my business and our family. And so happy birthday, Dad. Lots of love to you. And thank you all for popping on. This week we're going to be talking more real estate related versus inspirational or motivational. Hi, Larry. Thanks for popping in. And so we're going to be talking about three things today. We're going to be talking about the market nationally and locally. And then I'm also going to address why real estate is essential. And then share with you a little bit of information about how we are adapting, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, with this virus, how we're going to actually help people buy and sell. And so I thought that was important information to get out to you, to let you know what we're doing as an industry and what I'm doing personally. So first thing I wanted to share with you too is that we're being really cautious here. I live with my 94-year-old mother-in-law, and my husband's still going to work, and my time out of the house has been very limited. So we've taken a lot of precautions, and everyone is safe and strong, and I really hope that you guys are healthy and strong and safe as well. So now that I've gotten that down, so I want to talk to you about the national market, and I want to provide you with some resources. So we'll put the information here now, and after I'll do a wrap up. But if you go to the National Association of Realtors website, there is a fantastic video. It's not very long. It's by Mr. Lawrence Yun, who is a renowned chief economist. And so the information and outline overview that he provided, I thought was just very, very valuable. So I really encourage you to go to it. And the highlight is really, when you think about it, in February, leap year, right? It seems so long ago, February 29th, we had such a strong market. We had so many great indicators out there. The stock market was all-time high. Unemployment was all-time low. The housing industry, all the industries were just doing really, really well. And the banks, the financial institutions, everything was strong. And so what was so encouraging to me by listening to Mr. Yun is that, unlike the recession that we had back in 2007, we didn't have good foundation when we had that recession. We had an oversupply. The builders were building 2 million homes a year. So we had an oversupply. The banking industry was just lending with very few restrictions. So everything kind of got out of whack before we had the recession, versus now we have such strength before this terrible virus has come and we have this pandemic. So that's a huge difference. And so Mr. Yun thinks that our third and fourth quarter will be able to rebound from this quite well as a country, and because we had so much strong foundation to begin with. So I know there's been a lot of drastic changes. I know that there's a lot of people struggling. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that overall, we had such great foundation that will probably carry us through to have a much quicker rebound. When we had the recession in 2007, it lasted until 2013, and no one thinks it's going to be here for a long period of time. So I thought that was really helpful. In terms of local, I'm here in Loudon, so if you want to go to the Dulles Association of Realtors, they have all kinds of resources and data that you can pull from. Again, the information for January and February, when I looked at it, it was strong. We had good sales, high sales, low days on the market, and a shortage of inventory, which is good for sellers. It was a seller's market. And so things were really going in the right direction. And March, we had even more sales than January, February. Now, of course, we don't really know the effect that this pandemic is happening, because we won't know for another couple months what's happening actually with the sales. I can tell you that what we've seen is a huge drop in the physical showings of houses. Yet the sales have been so far consistent through March and April, but a real drop in physical showing of homes. So we're doing a lot more virtually. And in about 4 weeks, I'll give you another real estate update, and so that we can kind of see how this situation has affected us. So that's some national and local information. I do wanted to address why real estate is essential. I'll give you a couple of quick stories. I actually just helped a couple that is expecting their first child in August, and their lease is up in July, and they are so looking forward to buying a home and getting the home set up for the new baby. And so, it's essential because people's lives still are going and happening. People are having babies. I just helped someone relocate from Colorado. They were in temporary housing, and they're in an apartment, and so they needed a home. I have a gentleman that lost his job before this happened, and so he's going to need to sell his house because he can't even claim that it was because of the pandemic, and it's hard to get a job right now. So life is still happening, and our nest egg and our shelter is so important. So we will never go to zero. We will always have a need to help people buy and sell. You will have a need to buy and sell. It is essential to our livelihood, to our lives, and each one of us. The other thing is I've always said this for so many years. I've shared this story. Before I tell you the story, though, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you know, on average, how many referrals that we give out when we help someone sell or buy? Like for one transaction. Can anyone guess how many referrals we give out on one transaction? Anyone want to give a guess? It is actually 26. And when I did the numbers one time, so when you think about it, you have the painters, you have the floors, you have movers, you have settlement company, you have lenders. So when we help one person buy or sell, it actually affects our whole local economy, which actually, goes to a bigger scale as well. And I've always been very passionate about this, and that's why I really focus on having good partners for our business and helping our trusted business partners, because we actually help. When we sell house, we are putting food on so many tables. I did the math one time, and it was like 440 people are affected with one transaction. So that's another reason why it's essential. It's essential to ourselves personally because of our shelter and our lives. We have different situations, divorce, marriage, relocating. So it's important to us. It's also important to our economy. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is actually what we're doing about how we're adapting to this. Because we're trying to take all the precautions. So I wrote some things down so you can get a feel as to what we're doing personally. And so if you know someone that's buying or selling, or you have a need in the future, how we're handling it, and so that you can feel confident that everything is going okay. when we list a house for sale, we actually have now sanitation stations at the front door. And you can imagine, right, what is there. There's like sanitizer, there's booties, and there's a little sign. So it's kind of give us some instructions. The other thing is that when we're showing a house, we make sure that we tell the sellers to have all the lights on, the doors open, and we don't touch anything while we're in there. If we do, I have a little bag that I keep with me in my car. Of course, it has the hand sanitizer, and we do keep gloves, and I keep a little trash can, so as soon as we use anything, we throw it away. So if I need to open up a door for my client, I can. And we do social distancing when we're in the house. And I will tell you too, the other thing that is really interesting here is that we are really quantifying at a much different level of who's going to come look at the house. So it's only people that are currently the buyers that will come in and take a look at the house with the agent. No other family members are coming in. We don't have a lot of people touching things. We also are making sure that they're very well qualified. We're making sure that we're not really getting the looky-loos per se. It's serious people. And that's what we're seeing in the market. It's the more serious buyers, serious sellers, people that have a need. And so we're just being a lot more strict of who we let into the house. Some of the other things that we are doing, we're doing a lot of virtual showings. Like I'll go into a house and it'll be on FaceTime and explain things while the buyers are at home. So we're doing virtual appointments. So we're trying to be as safe and cautious and heed all the rules that we need to during this time. What I'm doing personally, other than doing some safety measures and doing all the precautions, is that I'm really trying to connect with you and provide some value, a little inspiration one week, a little motivation the next week, but provide you with some value. So if you need anything, if you have any questions about anything, one of the things that kind of breaks my heart during this whole time is, I do know I've had a couple conversations that financially people are really struggling, and there's ways that I can help. I can pull resources. I have lenders. I have financial people. We can help you and look at your situation. I have people that know how to manipulate some of these applications, not manipulate, but to work with trying to get some of the stimulus package. So we have the resources, and I want you guys to know I went through this in the last recession. There's a lot of shame and there's a lot of disappointment, and it's hard, right, to reach out. And I just want you to let you know anything you share with me is confidential, and I am here for you, because I have been down this road before where people, took a while to reach out, and then it might have been too late. So if you need anything, let me know. And we also are providing the half an hour. If you want to do a project while you're at home, I have my stager and my organizer. We'll give you a free half-hour session if you want to work on a bookcase or do a painting, change your color, update your granite, whatever it is. We're here to help you with that. And then also, as a reminder, we have our own app. So if you need any landscapers or some work to be done on the outside, please don't hesitate to look at that or put that on your phone. It's a great resource. So I'm still trying to connect with you, let you know how much I care about you, and I am here for you during this time. I appreciate you coming on, and if you have any questions, it's hard for me to see some of this. Facebook Live, I'm just telling you, I'm just now getting used to it. It's my fourth one. Videos I've been doing for years. But this Facebook Live, I'm just kind of now getting the hang of it. Anyways, I just wanted to, agent referrals or vendors. Oh, Patsy, that's a good question. Vendors, but we also have agent referrals all around the country if you need it. I was talking about our app is for vendors. If you need an agent referral, please let us know. So let me see if there's any other questions. I'm not sure what you missed, Teresa. Oh, you guessed 20. I see, I'm behind because I don't see the scroll up. So, anyways, that's all I have to share with you today. Unless you have any other questions, just know that I'm here for you. I appreciate you stopping by. Again, happy birthday, Dad, and lots of love to you all. And I'll see you next week. Next week is we're going to do a checkup from the neck up. I want to see how everyone is doing. I want you to tell me how you're doing. I want to hear from you. It's important, right? We're all in our homes, and I'm sure we have a lot of thoughts, and I just really want to hear from you. I love you guys. Have a great week. And that's it for our Facebook Live chat. Thank you.